Hello everyone, this is Sai Saran. This is a walkthrough of my serious game project titled Hazard Hunt Lab Safety Simulation, developed using Unity as part of my coursework. The aim of this simulation is to train users such as students and lab interns in identifying and avoiding common laboratory hazards and mistakes in an immersive 3D environment. Here is a walkthrough through my laboratory, and everything is set in place, including all the beakers, conical flask, test tubes, everything. In this scenario, the player enters a chemistry lab and is tasked with identifying safety risks before beginning any experiments. The design includes realistic elements such as benches, test tubes, beakers, spills, and hazard zones. Here I'll do a quick walkthrough of the laboratory. Here you can observe all the benches, test tubes are in place, and player can walk through everything and check everything. Here in the Unity, the environment was designed from scratch using Unity primitives and some free assets from asset store. Usually I taken the chemical lab asset from asset store and I redesigned it to my needs. I applied materials to each object to reflect real world textures, for instance the shiny lab tiles, transparent glassware and reflective metal sinks, etc. Here I have implemented hazard zones using Unity trigger colliders. When a player enters any danger zone, a warning message appears in the console, reinforcing awareness. This overall mechanism simulates real-time risk recognition. Now I quickly show you the error message which will be pop up in the console. Now you can check hazard nearby. This is a hazard object. Now let's take a closer look at one of the hazard glass on the floor. I have implemented a custom script called hazard detector using Unity's trigger collider system to detect when the player enters the hazard zone, which I have already showcased the pop-up message in the console. And the conical flask also has a animation controller that plays a warning animation whenever the player enters the trigger area. This creates a more immersive and reactive environment. Here is the flow animation logic, and also the same animator is reused for all the other hazard items such as spill chemicals, making it modular and efficient. And finally, this project was inspired by a real life incident during my school days where a friend stepped on a spilled chemical H2SO4 hydrofluoric acid. Thankfully, issues protected him. That event made me think of how useful digital simulations can be in safety education. Not only for students, it will be also helpful for new lab interns, etc., who are not familiar with the lab area. In summary, Hazard Hunt is a short but focused safety simulation aimed at improving hazard awareness in lab environments. It was a valuable learning experience in Unity design, scripting and 3D interaction. Thank you.